Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way. The dreaded video that I never wanted to do has came. No, I'm not leaving. Old Trafford set to be. Well, we're set to get. Looks like we're going to be getting a new stadium. Sergeant Ratcliffe has come out. I was doing a live. I did two lives and they both crashed. So yeah, it has to be a pre-record video. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. So look, listen. We'll read through the news. It may be a long video. It may not be a long video, but look, it's allowed. There's a lot of news, a lot of things to take in, and I'll read out the news and I'll give you my thoughts. And pretty much giving me thoughts on all that sort of stuff like we always do. Before we get to get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Be much appreciated. And do hit that notification bell to get notified every time we go live and go live and post a video, and follow our socials as well. Links in the description. So look, we'll start off with Lord Sebastian Keogh from the Telegraph. So Lord Sebastian Keogh will spearhead a special task force including Gary Neville and Andy Burnham to explore the potential creation of a new Man United stadium as a centrepiece of a wider regeneration project of the area. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has formed a 10-person task force to fully examine how a world-leading new stadium could support wider renewal of the area surrounding Old Trafford and drive social and economic improvements for the entire region. The Stadium Task Force is expected to provide recommendations this year with Sergeant Ratcliffe ensuring no time is wasted. An economic impact study will be commissioned to assess the potential socio-economic benefits of the stadium project. Fans and local residents will be closely consulted throughout the process. Sergeant Ratcliffe wants the task force to examine the possibility of a new stadium that is also equipped to host major international and European finals, as well as providing a new world-class home for Manchester United Football Club. Look, the plan is, and it's been said out, it's as clear as day that Sergeant Ratcliffe wants a new stadium. Not long after, that 25% kind of stake or takeover was confirmed, not long after that, it was new stadium plans. He wanted the Wembley of the North, I think it was. And look, listen, I got Old Trafford is, there's a lot, it's fallen down. It's saying that needs to be done. It's like it's been neglected since the Glazers took over. Look, I know it's an old stadium. It's been around, decades, numerous amount of years. And it's a stadium with a lot of history in it. It has the feeling of Manchester United, a lot of legends. You have the Trafford end. I don't want Old Trafford to be knocked down. And I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't care. Well, no, I do care what people think, what people say. But that's just my opinion. I just don't want to leave Old Trafford. I've been at Old Trafford many times. I'm Irish, right? But I've been at Old Trafford, and just when you walk into it, regardless of how the team are performing or what position we're in, you get this emotional but passionate feeling. You know what I mean? And that's what I get. That is exactly what I get. And even now, I'm sitting here talking, and you get, the shivers down your spine because it's a stadium that's been historical. It's been around numerous amount of years, decades, centuries. A lot of good things and bad things obviously have happened in that stadium, but when we leave Old Trafford, we're not going to say, remember that time you got slapped. We're going to live the times. You're going to live thinking, about the good times. Remember the good times, not the bad times. And look, it's a clear state that Ratcliffe wants a new stadium built, but he's not going. It's not us all money. It's a government thing as well. They're in there, so. He has help from other people. And obviously him getting Gary Neville involved too will get stuck into. He looks, he's not going to get, all Manchester United fans' opinions around the world, but Gary Neville is a fan. He's an ex-Manchester United player and he's a Manchester United fan. So Ratcliffe looks to him to think, right, listen, you're a Manchester United fan. What do you think if we were to knock Old Trafford down? Let me know. And Gary Neville obviously looks to be on board because if he wasn't on board, he wouldn't have been here. So, a joint task force has been created to explore options for regenerating the Old Trafford area of Greater Manchester with the development of a world-class football stadium at the heart of the project. The Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force will bring together local leaders and national experts to examine how stadium development can support renewal of an area of the city with rich industrial history and huge potential for the future, and deliver social and economic benefits for the entire region. Chaired by Lord Sebastian Keogh, former chair of the organising committee. I can't get the words out of my mouth for the 2012 London Olympics. The task force will assess the feasibility of a new stadium of national significance, equipped to host international games and final, as well as providing a modernised home for Manchester United. Other members will include Andy Burnham, Mayor of Greater Manchester, Sarah Todd, Chief Executive of Old Trafford Council, and Gary Neville, former captain of Manchester United. Again, I'm going to put up a thing on the screen here just to show people. So, working in synergy with Trafford's Council, Trafford Wharfside Framework, the project aims to support revitalisation of the area between Trafford Park and the banks of South Quays and support the levelling up agenda to drive investment in the north of England. It would also reduce the over-concentration of major sporting venues and events in London and the south east. So as you can see, I've seen someone saying that it's going to be similar to where it is now. I mean, you can even see Old Trafford there. Old Trafford is tiny to, what they want it to be. Obviously, it's not going to be that big. I mean, it's not huge when you're looking at a new camp, aren't you? I mean, look, it's going to be in the same area. We're not going an hour or two down the road or up the road, or, we're not going across the little river there. It's on this side. You can see Old Trafford there. It looks tiny. It's funny to look at it, but yeah, at least we're not moving far, far away. I mean, it's only across the road if you want. Just leave Old Trafford there and we can go back to there if we need to. So Orco has come out and said, throughout my career in sport, I've seen the potential for stadiums to become focal points for strong communities and catalysts for social and economic development. That was certainly true of the venues we built in East London for 2012 Olympics, and we are overdue a project of a similar scale and ambition in the north of England. I am honoured to have this opportunity to share my experience in support of this tremendously exciting project. Sergio then came out and said this can be a major regeneration project for an area of Greater Manchester, which has played such a key role in British industrial history, but which today requires a new investment to thrive again. The northwest of England has a greater concentration of major football clubs than anywhere else in the world, yet we don't have a stadium on the scale of Wembley, the Nou Camp or the Bernabeu. We will not be able to change that on our own. Which is why this task force is so important to help us seize this once-in-a-century opportunity. So yeah, look, listen, it's a shame because I'm not sure. One part of it is because the reason why the Glazers have drained the club money-wise, they drained us all over the place, left, right, and centre, and it's government has to help. Lord Call has to come in. We need to get help because we haven't got enough money to knock down Old Trafford and rebuild a new stadium. We haven't got the money, and it's a shame. But that's the Glazers. The reason why I think we're knocking down Old Trafford is because the Glazers have neglected it. They haven't put any money into it. They think by putting money into a team, it's going to improve the stadium. No. I was at Old Trafford recently. The Luton game before, a lot of times before that and after that. And it's not looking great. It's not, the roof, it's just rusty, the scoreboard, what people say on TV is similar. It's not, you don't walk out and, aim for Manchester falls on top of your head, or the Old Trafford or the Manchester United badge is hanging off. It's not, but inside of it, around it, just isn't it? I know, people might joke and say, well, your club's falling apart all over the place. Yeah, fuck you. But you know what I mean? It is how it is, and it is a shame because we can't use it with our own money. The government has to come in, and we're one of the biggest, and I'm going to say the best clubs in the world still, and we haven't got enough money to rebuild a new stadium ourselves because we're drained. The fuck. But Gary Neville has come out and said, I'm incredibly fortunate to have had the privilege of playing hundreds of games at Old Trafford, and no one can take away from those amazing memories. But Old Trafford has evolved throughout its history, and it's clear we are at a point where it has to change again to ensure that Manchester United has a world-class stadium befitting the world's greatest club. Well, I want the best for Manchester United. I also want the same for the surrounding community. Old Trafford should be a stadium that the whole of Greater Manchester can take pride in and be a catalyst for sustainable, cohesive growth in an area of the city that has been neglected for too long. Like I said, I agree with Gary Neville there. And you can't take it away from playing at Old Trafford, but what you can't take away from is what he said at the end. It's been neglected. That's a dig towards the Glazers because they haven't put money into the stadium. And look, it's a new chapter. It's another step forwards. And look, I know people. I've seen a tweet before I came on there saying, if you want to be the best club in the world, you need to get a stadium. I agree with that, but so if we change the stadium, we're going to win the quadruple or the treble next season. Yeah. But look, I can see why to get Gary Neville in because he's a fan. Some may look at him as a voice for the fans. Obviously, Gary Neville, the hotel football, all that sort of stuff. So he's getting people in there that have a bit of experience and know what they're talking about. And him having Gary Neville there, think, well, I have an ex-player and Manchester United fan on my side. He's going to back me. So, let's see what happens there. So, Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, has come out and said the development of one of the most iconic stadiums in world football will help attract investment, create jobs, and lead to new opportunities. That will not just benefit Old Trafford, but communities across our city, region, and beyond. Greater Manchester has been a hive of innovation and creativity for centuries, and sport has played a huge role in shaping our past and present. This bold and exciting vision for the future of Old Trafford and the surrounding area can become another success story for our city region. And also, Chief Executive of Old Trafford, Sarah Todd, has come out and said, Trafford Council, Sarah Todd, has come out and said, we are very pleased that Manchester United have confirmed their commitment to remaining at Old Trafford, the historic home, and welcome the prospect of renewed investment in the development of a world-class stadium. As plans for the stadium and the neighbouring Trafford Wharfside area progress, we have a unique opportunity to truly transform the historical industrial engineering of Greater Manchester into a modern hub for growth and a new community. And we want to build on the socio-economic benefits this will bring, particularly for local residents. We are committed to working with the club, local residents, and other key partners to develop these exciting and ambitious proposals. So here is the people here's the other so far recruited to the Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force. Here's what they include. Duncan Drasto, who is the member of Manchester United Fans Advisory Board and the Chief Executive of Manchester United Supporters Trust. Who else is it? Tom Ross, leader of Trafford Council. Eamon Boylan, Chief Executive of Greater Manchester Combined Authority and Transport for Greater Manchester. Anna Bensky, who is the Associate Director of the Peel Group. Dame Nancy Rotwell, who is President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Manchester. Malcolm Press, Vice Chancellor of Manchester Metropolitan University. So there's a lot of people in there that will have a say and a big part in this new stadium. Yeah. We'll keep going on and giving me initial thoughts at the end. An economic impact study will be commissioned to assess the potential socio-economic benefits of the project. Fans and local residents will be closely consulted throughout the process. The task force is expected to make recommendations later this year. So we read pretty much everything. Yeah, right. So there's the potential stadium plans. Okay, let's see how it plans out. Let's see if it's all confirmed. Obviously, Gary Neville has come out with Sergio Ratcliffe, so that gives you an idea that all it's all go forward in this part. And look, the people he's getting involved seem to know their stuff. He's hardly going to bring in people who don't know. He's bringing people who know what they're doing, close to the club, and can help him and can give him a lot of support and help and foundation. And that's the news. But just leaving Old Trafford it's a big part. It's the heart. it's the heart of Manchester United, in my opinion. Home's where the heart is. And on this case, it'd be a shame to let it go. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And I know people might say it's for the good. And that's fair enough. If it's for the good, it's for the good. I don't want to sound mean or selfish, but you just look at Old Trafford, it's going to be a shame to let it go. And I said it before when it was talked about a few weeks ago. I don't want Old Trafford to be knocked down, but if it is, and it means a new stadium's going to happen, I'm not going to go mad, but I'm not going to be on board with it, but I'm not going to go crazy. And I stuck to my word. I stuck to my word, and it's even talk about it now, it does hurt, and it's not. I know. Look, it's the Glazers are better destroy. It's an example of why the Glazers are fucking arseholes. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. It is. It is. And the fact of the matter is, if you take care of something, it won't rot. We're not taking. If you take care of something, it won't die. If you don't take care of something, it will eventually die. And this is what I'm on about with Old Trafford. It'll eventually die, and it's done. It is done. It's an old stadium. I get Ratcliffe. I'm not going to sit here and hate the man because it's what he wants to do. He wants to get Manchester United to the level. He feels like it's a good thing. He should be thinking to himself, with the money we have, he's getting help from the government and many, many other people. He's not just doing it himself. He's getting help. But the reason why he's getting a lot of help as well is because we can't really afford it. He needs to get the government on board with him because he can't afford with the money he has and the cost of it. So, yeah, it is a shame. You know what I mean? It is a shame. And you hope that it's for the good. I know it's for the good. I know it's for the good. Nothing can go wrong with a new stadium. It'll be a different smell, new home. And look, I'm sure it'll take time getting used to it. I wonder if this will be called Old Trafford or I hope it is. I know it's not the Old Trafford, but we've had a stadium in a long, long time ago that's still around and it's rotten to this day. And it's a shame. It's a shame to see it go, and it is how it is. It is how it is. It is sad to see it go. And I was watching Mark Goldbridge before he came on to do this video, and he said, and I agreed with it, I'm not going to go to Old Trafford and strap myself around Old Trafford because I can't do that. There's nothing we can do as fans that want. To the people, look, I'm sure there's numerous Manchester United fans out there that want the club to stay, or want the stadium to be knocked down and to rebuild a new one. That's fair. That's fine. I agree. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And I just don't want us to knock down Old Trafford. That's just me because of the history and the feel, and it's. I still prefer us to just fix the few things that need to be fixed. That's all. But look, obviously there's a lot more to be done that we don't know. New roof, new everything. That's the way Ratcliffe again. Ratcliffe in the sense is probably thinking, well, look, I might as well just rebuild a new stadium instead of improving Old Trafford because I'll be spending around the same amount of money. So, yeah, it's a shame, and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens, and Now it's just all about when will it be done? Will it be the end of this season? Will we have how long will we have left with Old Trafford? Will it be knocked down at the end of this season? Will we still be in Old Trafford until the new stadium was built? Is that possible? How long, will it be another 2-3 years before the new stadium will be built and Old Trafford is taken away from us? You know what I mean? Let's just see what happens there. And look, we've been bled dry from the Glazers. They didn't take care of something and it's dying. And now someone else can survive it, but he's not sure how long it'll be alive for. And look, sometimes you take things for granted, and Old Trafford is it because it's been around for so long. Look, we always knew it was something had to happen with Old Trafford, whether it was knocked down or just improved. Something was eventually going to happen, and now it's happened. And now we just have to sit back and see what happens. That's all we have to do. But look, that's been my reaction. That's been the news. Hope you all enjoyed it. He has the plans. He has his team. He has Gary Neville. It's probably one of his top 5 ideas and plans is to get a new stadium. And look, before we know it, again, that stadium you do see there beside me, it's not. I don't think it's actually going to be nice. It's a nice old stadium, I'll admit, but I don't think it's actually going to be it. But look, who knows? Who knows? It may be like that. It may not be like that. Let's just see what happens. It may be bigger. It may be smaller. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But look, that's been the news. That's been my thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm sure we'll talk about it in numerous watch-alongs, post-matches, previews, big match build-ups, all that sort of content. And look, let's see what happens. But that's been me. Please like the video, comment your thoughts on the Old Trafford news, and subscribe. And please set the notification bell as well to get notified every time we go live and publish a pre-recorded video. And please do follow our socials as well. Links in the description. And if the links in the description don't work, let us know in the comments, and we'll put new links in the description and the comment section just for you. Thank you for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one.